Hey folks, this goes out to you entrepreneurs out there carving a better way in life, carving a better way for your life and your family, and providing for yourselves and your families and your futures. It's reaching out to you all out there to keep you encouraged, motivated, inspired, but also informed about business, entrepreneurship, and starting a business where you can take your life and your time back and go for your dreams, because I always say if you do not go for your dreams, believe me, somebody else will hire you to help them build theirs. So today, just going over, reflecting on some things that I've been learning lately. And I was listening to some of the guys on a podcast. You might want to check it out. Is it ilovemarketing.com or something like that? You might want to check them guys out on their podcast. Great insight about business, marketing, and networking, and growing a business, and a lot of insight there. I was just kind of reflecting on it as I'm out and about on this rainy day. But, you know, I always say, try to look at the brighter side of life. And you can actually get to the point where, even though it's raining, you start realizing that the sun is still out, it's just behind the clouds. You try to, take on that perspective about life and family, and even your business, even during the rainy times in your life and your family and in your business. Try to understand that the sun is always out, just about waiting it out for a while, waiting on the sun to come back out from behind the clouds. But anyway, so I was just thinking about the direction of business and the way in which everything is going now, and how to position yourself on this online marketing community, and the way that business is going by using the internet. And I think if you start positioning yourself now, because as I was listening to some of the podcasts earlier, I was listening to this very renowned businessman talking about how a lot of the businesses nowadays, a lot of the industries nowadays are moving more online. And this gives you guys out there an opportunity to take advantage of this, because well, now you can actually do and start a lot of things, a lot of businesses at a very, very low cost. Because now the quote-unquote gatekeepers, well, now you don't have to pay them tons of advertising dollars to get your product or your idea or your service out there. Because now, through the power of the internet, you can now create an entire market that is in need of your product or your service. And a lot of that just comes from positioning yourself online to be able to take advantage of the current economic push and the economic climate that is on the internet. Now, you probably ran across tons of people out there, tons of videos, tons of entrepreneurs. We have what we call digital entrepreneurs out here. And as you run across a lot of these people, you start also running across a lot of the quote-unquote scams and get-rich-quick schemes and things of that nature. And that in itself starts leaving a bad taste in your mouth. You just kind of throw it out to the back burner. Don't really delve any deeper into the opportunities of online marketing, of starting a business through the internet, of buying and selling online. There's tons of different avenues that you can explore on the internet, because there's so many different angles that you can come from in starting businesses on the internet. And as I was listening to this guy earlier talking about that, how, let's just say, for example, and he didn't say this specifically, but I'm just going to say this for example, just piggybacking off of some of the things he was talking about in relation to a lot of the industries are moving online, and or at least adding to it. So let's just say, for example, I'm passing by Home Depot right now. And so we know how big Home Depot and Lowe's and all of those companies are, and that industry is. We know how big that industry is. So let's just say you have always been interested in homes, in home material, home goods, providing material and things for people to build homes, or for people to decorate their homes, or whatever the case may be, but it's something in relation to that business model that has to do, but that is similar to a Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever. Well, for one thing, that's a $1 billion industry, and then also those particular companies in themselves, I'm not saying that they are doing this, I don't know, I haven't researched those particular companies, but let's just say those $1 million companies, multi-million-dollar companies, actually started adding a different business vehicle to their business model. So we already know about the business model of brick and mortar. They have a huge store. You go inside, you buy your home goods, and you leave and put them in your home, build your home or whatever. That's a physical model that you physically go into, you physically purchase at that moment, you physically take out at that moment, and you physically take home. Well, they can actually add an entire different dimension to their business and add a online internet model and allow people to order things online at home at their own convenience and the comfort of their own home, and order that same faucet or that same lamp through their website that they can advertise to millions of people at a low cost and get their brand in front of more millions of eyeballs to entice them to go and buy their faucet from them specifically. And once again, that's about convenience and things of that nature. But what it does is it adds a whole nother stream of income from people who, some people just don't feel like, getting up and going to the store. Some people don't, they're so busy. You know how we go throughout our lives in our daily routine of being so busy, working, taking care of family, just doing the daily activities. And sometimes we just feel so backed up in our schedules that we never make it to the store to get that washer. We never make it to the store to get that faucet. So what happens is, through this extra online network that they created, this extra additive of business lane that they created through the internet, well, they can still get that sale from that person who just doesn't have enough time to eventually make it to the store, who just doesn't even feel like going to the store, who actually just doesn't go because he just needs some sleep or whatever. So now, but that sale is not lost, and actually those sales are increased because now they're getting those sales of people that stay in the house, that have other things to do, but they still need that product. So the same thing, also on top of that, they can also add advertising and expand their brand more at a cheaper cost by expanding online. So in essence, you can apply that same model to your life, to your business. And let's just say, once again, you were interested in providing those type of materials, those type of home goods, that type of business model. And you could actually start right now, start an online store and actually buy and sell home goods, home materials. You can actually buy and sell faucets. You can buy and sell whatever the home goods that you would like to sell. And what happens is, you can tap into that multi-billion-dollar industry from your own home through the internet. You can tap into that multi-billion-dollar industry at a lower cost, a lower startup cost, because we know how expensive it is to start businesses sometimes. But through the power of the online network, the internet community, the internet economic industry, once you tap into that, then it's a whole lot cheaper to get your foot in the door. For example, let's just say you was interested in home goods, things of that nature. So let's just say faucets. Let's go back to the faucet example. Well, you find a vendor that provides faucets at a low cost. You buy 100 faucets. Well, of course, you have to get those faucets sold to make a profit. So instead of going to rent out a building, hire people, hire managers, pay overhead, pay electric bill, pay payroll, and rent on top of that of the building to put those 100 faucets in to resell them at a certain cost that sometimes has to be higher to even be able to pay your cost. Well, now through the online community, you can actually set up a website, and I can show you things of that nature too. You can set up a website that actually allows you to do that same thing without those same costs. I can show you actually how to set up a website for free. And then you start moving that same 100 faucets at a very, very low cost and a almost absolute 90% savings in overhead, almost 95% in overhead, because you don't have a ton of overhead to pay now. You can do this from the comfort of your own home, your own computer, your phone nowadays. Because now the phone is just like a computer nowadays. And you can do this at a very, very, very low cost comparative to the typical business model that we all know about and see. And you can actually start that today. That is literally something that you can start right now at your own time, very low cost, and getting into a business that maybe once you didn't think existed for you. Maybe once you only thought only rich people could do. Maybe once you only thought that next man could only do, but not you. But actually you can. And what we do here is we offer services and coaching that teaches you how to do that. We know how to actually teach you step by step, one-on-one, in setting up those online businesses to be able to provide that faucet that you may want to sell. Whatever it is, actually. But you can actually be your own tiny, minute portion of a Home Depot type. And you can, of course, call it whatever you want to call it or whatever. But the point of it is, you can actually tap into that industry and have your own business in that same industry at a very low cost. And that's something that you can start now. You can start today. You can contact me now. We can actually help coach you through that to set it up. And any other items too, any other type of industries, not just home goods, things of that nature. But there's tons of industries, from jewelry to sunglasses. I have a sunglass business too on the side. And just different things that you have dreamed about, thought about, that you may want to provide, when you can set up a whole different site for those type of things, regardless of how big the industry currently is. Don't be intimidated by that. It might be a multi-billion-dollar industry or whatever now, but so what? You need just a sample, a piece of that. Just a minute percentage of that will provide a whole different lifestyle for you. I mean, imagine what 1% of $1 billion would do for you, or 0.5%. That's all. Like, all you need to do is just tap into that industry, build a network, build a database, build a market of human beings that will buy your product or service, and then just scale it up from there. And it's a lot easier than you think. I'm not saying it's just easy overnight per se, but it's easier than you think. And it's going to take some work. I always tell people this stuff does take work. It's not get rich quick. I'm not going to sit up here and sell you some dream of this stuff is going to happen overnight. You're going to start today and then make $1 million tomorrow. No, there's no such thing. I'll never say no such thing, but that's not what we do here. So what we do is offer entrepreneur coaching, and you can contact me at the number below if you want to start something. And leave me a message, leave me some questions that you may want to answer and some concerns you may have. And let's set up a free consultation. And through that consultation, I can better gauge which direction you want to go, which business you may want to get into. And then from that point, we'll set up some coaching sessions. And through those coaching sessions, I'll help guide you step by step, one-on-one, on how to start that business and be able to create an income for yourself and your family that allows you to live the life you want to live. Now this takes time. You have to be patient with the process. Don't think that you're going to contact me today and think you're going to make $1 million tomorrow. That's just not how it works. That's not what I offer you. What I'm offering is time more than anything. And that time spent with you services you in providing a avenue and coaching where I guide you step by step, one-on-one through the process of some of the things you may have been wanting to do and the businesses you may have been wanting to start. Because sometimes it just takes, no matter how much research you've done, no matter how many videos you've watched, sometimes it just takes that interactive, one-on-one, step-by-step process with somebody guiding you through it to get you started in implementing stuff that you may already know. And then you can take it from there. You might take off after 1 or 2 sessions. I'm not about trying to bog you down with 10, 20, 50, or 100 sessions where I make $1 million off one person. That's not what it's about. There's tons of money out there for all of us. I just want to basically teach you how to fish. Then you go off and fish on your own. And then maybe hopefully you impact others and teach others how to fish. Then it creates this domino effect to where we're all empowered and going forward, creating these businesses and living the life and the dreams we have been desiring for years. So I always say, if you do not go for your dreams, somebody else will hire you to help them build theirs. That's why they hire you at your job now, to free up their time so they can go live their dreams. So think about it as you go out in your day today, run across these videos. If you enjoy these videos, this tiny bit of insight, subscribe to the channel below too as well, and you can turn on your notifications when you subscribe, so that way you stay in the loop of all the free videos that will constantly have coming up, and that way you can stay in the loop of all the information too, and the free information too as well. But we also do offer an entrepreneur training course that allows you to learn how to do entrepreneurship, how to do business, how to develop the mindset and the confidence to go into business. Get a copy of that too as well. It's a great course. entrepreneurtrainingcourse.com. That's the link below. It's called entrepreneurtrainingcourse.com. Click on that link, get a copy of that today, and get started on learning about business. So that way you can gain the knowledge and the insight of business and entrepreneurship, and be able to have confidence to move forward in business and start doing the things that you've been wanting to do. And like I say, you can get a copy of that right now at the link below, entrepreneurtrainingcourse.com. That's something you can do right now at your own time, your own convenience, at your own home, your own computer, and when you want to. And that way you're not feeling pressured to have to meet deadlines and things of that nature. And you can work that in your everyday life that you're doing right now. Great course, great course. It helped me out a lot too as well. I've been kind of going back over it myself recently. But get a copy of that, entrepreneurtrainingcourse.com. But also, more than anything, if you want to get some interactive one-on-one, step-by-step conversation and process, contact me at the number below. It's a number right below my name. And we'll set up a free consultation and see where we can go from there and get some things going and get started. Also, if you want to get on my email list, that's something else to get on too, because I'll be constantly starting to share other free information too as well, but just insight and business news and insight to help you guys out in business, and the other stuff that I get from other people too as well. The one thing I realize, I do not know it all by any means. I learn a lot of this stuff too as I go along. Then I share it with you guys and things of that nature. And hopefully you share it with others too as well. Hopefully some of the stuff you can make some money off of, and just create this whole life that we've really been wanting to create and not be bogged down at work all the time. But get on the email list. The email link is right below my name too as well. It's right below my name and the number. There's an email link right below that, and it'll say something about leave your email here, click on this link. So you go to that, leave your email there, then it'll take you to another site of tons of information and free insight, free information, things of that nature. You can scan through those videos and just enjoy some of that too as well. But get a copy of the Entrepreneur Training Course. I think that'll really help you out in some detailed teaching of how to do business and things of that nature, and what to expect when you're getting into entrepreneurship, when you're getting into business. The things that can help you know what to expect early before you get into it, so you're not hit with such a shock and be so overwhelmed by so much of the information and some of the experiences that you'll be experiencing. If you learn some of the stuff ahead of time, then when it hits you, you're able to know what to do, what steps to take, and how to process it, and still how to actually come out on top, and actually still how to even make money through the challenges. So get a copy of that, entrepreneurtrainingcourse.com. Subscribe to the channel here. Stay in the loop of all of the free videos here too as well. Scan through some of the other videos. If you enjoyed this video, share it with somebody as well. Scan through some of the other videos and just continually educate yourself, and always search out more education and more knowledge, because I always say if you learn more, you earn more, and you feel more confident about whatever you're going through economically and financially, and also in your family too as well. So take care, God bless, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to go out here and enjoy this sun behind the clouds day, as I say. I know it's raining like a mug out here, but hey, it's part of the process, it's part of life, it's part of the cycle, the ecosystem and all that stuff. So you just take everything in a certain perspective, embrace it, what you're going through in life, enjoy your life regardless of what you're going through. Know that a lot of the hurdles don't last forever. There's a way out. Educate yourself, learn more, pray for wisdom from God, and guide yourself through a lot of this stuff, and learn more about what you're going through. Learn more about the businesses that you're trying to get into, and develop a plan to be able to come out of what you're going through. It doesn't last forever. You can come out of this, and then you can actually help others along the way. So hopefully this impacts somebody. I hope this touches somebody. If it just touches one person, that's enough. So get a copy of the Entrepreneur Training Course. Learn more, earn more. Go to entrepreneurtrainingcourse.com so you can learn more and earn more, and learn how to get out of current circumstances, and learn how to educate yourself and grow financially and take care of yourself and your family. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share this with somebody else as well. And also, if you want some step-by-step, one-on-one guidance and teaching of a business you may be wanting to do, contact me at the number below. And let's get started and going forward in life, and taking your life and your time back in life, and going for your dreams. Because I always say, if you do not go for your dreams, someone else will hire you to help them build theirs. Take care, God bless, enjoy the rest of your day. Go take some action. God bless.